Kitkatscanread. Hello people of BigTube, welcome to another video. It's been a while and today I am bringing you guys a book haul. So I have accumulated lots of books from Illumicrate, Fairy Loot, some book vouchers and from some free bookshelves around, and I thought I would share with you the books in this haul together. I decided I'm not really going to be doing unboxings for Fairy Loot and Illumicrate anymore because I'm just not finding joy in the unboxing videos of those, so sorry about that, but I will be revealing to you the books I do get in a book haul each month so that I share with you the books. So this is just going to be in like no particular order. I'm going to try and keep it a bit structured, but I am not very good at that sort of thing, so I'm just going to read books and grab them. This next one that I'm going to share with you I'm currently reading, and that is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. So I had the ebook of this and then I was enjoying it so much that I had to get a physical copy of it. If I'm really enjoying a book to the point that I absolutely love the book, then I will get like the physical book so that I can reread it and love it all over again, like in so many different ways. So this is a great story. It's a romance, and there are these two PhD students. One is called Olive and the other is called Adam, and basically like Olive's friend is like hung up on Olive's, well, I'd say ex, but she didn't really go out with him for far too long, and her friend won't go out with this guy because of this situation. But Olive is like, I really want my friend to know that I have moved on so that she can be happy because these two people are kind of suited. And so she kisses Adam in front of her friend to try and showcase that they're moving on, and then they also start this kind of like fake relationship as well to prove it too, and also it's going to help with Adam's side of things as well. So yes, it's a fake relationship but it's funny, and I'm literally like, I want to say a quarter through this book at the moment and really enjoying it. I just love the writing style of it. It's hyped for a reason, let's just say, and yeah, it is really good. Like, I really like it so far, so I can't wait to continue on with this, and I'm so super happy that I have this now. So of course, next of all, I'm going to share with you a Jennifer Armentrout book. This is Shadow in the Ember, and I got this I think with my Amazon voucher because I have an Amazon MasterCard, and when I spend it on like my food shopping or my direct debits, like with my bills and everything, I get points, and then I accumulate enough of them to turn it into a £10 gift card, and I believe I got this with a gift card. So yes, this is a Flesh and Fire novel. It's the first book in this series, which is, I think it's like a spin-off from the Blood and Ash series. So yes, of course this came out, I want to say it came out like a few months ago, and then I think a hardcover version of this came out like last month or the month before, I can't remember now, but I just got the paperback because this matched like my other books. So you know, and I kind of like the cover to this one with the red and the grey. I think it would just go really nicely together. So to be honest, Jennifer Armentrout is one of my queens. I didn't even have to read a synopsis in order to purchase one of her books. So I got this with knowing that it's a spin-off to From Blood and Ash. I have read From Blood and Ash. I did start the second book, but I have yet to continue on with it. I might have to start from the beginning again because it's been such a while since I've read it. But yeah, so this one, it says, born shrouded in the veil of primals, a maiden, and the fates promised Seraphina's future has never been hers. Chosen before birth to uphold a desperate deal her ancestor struck to save his people, Sarah must leave behind her life and offer herself to the primal of death as his consort. However, Sarah's real destiny is most closely guarded secret in all of Lazania, and not the well-protected maiden, but an assassin with one mission and one target. Make the primal of death fall in love, become his weakness, and then end him. If she fails, she dooms her kingdom to a slow demise at the hands of the rot. Sarah has always known what she is, chosen consort and an assassin, a weapon, and a spectre never fully formed yet drenched in blood, a monster, and until the primal of death's unexpected words and deeds chase away the darkness gathering inside her, and his seductive touch ignites a passion that she's never allowed herself to feel, and cannot feel for him. But Sarah has never had a choice. Either way, her life is to forfeit, and it always has been, as she has been forever touched by life and death. So it sounds like really interesting because she has to like assassinate them, but she has to like kind of be undercover assassin, but ends up having feelings sort of thing. So I don't know, but Jennifer Armentrout's always really good with like her words and everything, and yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna love this like when I get around to it. So yeah, super excited that I have this now. So I picked this up from a free bookshelf in a Tesco store. There's literally one of those bookshelves where you can like give a donation and you can take some free books, or you can leave some books and so on and so forth. So I picked up Hannibal by Thomas Harris. I do own the first book, Red Dragon, I want to say it's called. I literally cannot remember, but it's a bind up of that and Silence of the Lambs. And so I found Hannibal and I thought, why not? I've watched the Hannibal films. I watched them a few years ago. They're quite interesting, so it'd be great to read the books to this. So this is about Hannibal Lecter, who was the lovely Dr. Lecter, who Hannibal the Cannibal, let's just say. And yeah, he helps the FBI, and yeah, that's all I can really kind of say, like without spoiling anything. Like, he did like kill people, but he is helping the FBI, something like that. But he used to like eat people, hence why he's a cannibal. Yeah, it's really strange, but like, yeah. So when I found this, I was like, nice, and I really like the cover to this as well, with the dragon eating the stone person. Lovely. Then I picked up the thriller The Chain by Adrian McKenty. I don't often read thrillers, mostly because they scare me, but when I have read a thriller, I've most of the time enjoyed them. This one sounds really interesting, and I have seen it around and I really like the sound of it. It says here, your phone rings, a stranger has kidnapped your child, but to free them you must abduct someone else's child, and your child will be released when your victim's parents kidnap another child. If any of these things don't happen, your child will be killed. Victims survive abduction criminal, you become each one, and you are now part of the chain. Just the sound of that is just sounds so creepy, and it just says here it's gripping and superb and brilliant. So I'm hoping that when I do get around to giving this a read that I enjoy it. But yeah, if you guys have read this and you really enjoyed it, do let me know. Then I found an ARC on the free bookshelf. This is Meet Myrtle, The Moments by Natalie Winter. This came out 2 years ago. It says here August 2019. So I'm not actually entirely like what genre this is, because I literally, this is how I picked it up. So it says here, she was supposed to be the glue that held her parents together. She tries to find meaning in life, yet she always feels that something is missing. And meet Matthew, her miracle baby. He almost wasn't born at all. He tries to make the most of life, yet he always feels that something is missing. I don't know why there's just something intriguing about those couple of like paragraphs on the front and back that makes me like, like, is this going to be an interesting book? So yeah, we shall see. And it says inside here, it's a powerful and emotional story about mischances, interwoven lives, and the moments that define us. It's for fans of Miss You and the versions of us. So yeah, I think it is an adult, if that is the case. So yeah, but if anybody has given this book an actual read, do let me know. And then I have got here Black Eyed Susans by Julia Hebelin. So I've also seen this around. This was also on the free bookshelf. Honestly, free bookshelves are amazing. Well, they're good and like bad things. Like, they are good because they're like free bookshelves, but they're bad because we add books to our TBR. So it says here, left with 3 other girls in a grave shrouded by Black Eyed Susans, Tessa alone survived, her testimony helping to put a killer behind bars. 16 years later, he's about to be executed, but Tessa feels no relief. Someone is planting Black Eyed Susans outside her window, someone is sending her daughter sinister messages, and a lawyer is telling her the man that is about to be put is innocent. So, which can only mean one thing: the wrong man has been sentenced, the real killer is still out there, and Tessa might not be the last of the Black Eyed Susans. Dun, dun, dun. Another thriller. So yeah, yet again, let me know if you guys have read this and what you thought about it, and if you found it really good, because I do enjoy a good thriller on a nice dark cold evening, especially if it's going to be like really hooking. So yeah, do let me know. Alright, next of all I have here Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Yes, I picked this book up. It's an adult fantasy and everybody is literally reading it at the moment, and I saw it in W. Smith the other day and I was like, I'm looking for a book, and I was looking for this book, and Waterstones didn't have it, but W.H. Smith did, so I went back to W.H. Smith and I just got it. I was like, I just want the physical book in my hands, and I just want to like feel it, I want to smell it, I want to touch it, like, I just, you know, and I'm supporting W.H. Smith as well. So here we go. Don't know what this book is about, but everybody is literally reading it. So it says here, the kingdom of the Six Duchies is on the brink of civil war when the news breaks that the crown prince has fathered a bastard son and is shamed into abdication. The child's name is Fitz, and he is despised. Raised in the castle stables, only the company of the king's fool, the ragged children of the lower city, and his unusual affinity with animals provide Fitz with any comfort. To be useful to the crown, Fitz is trained as an assassin, and to use the traditional magic of the Farseer family, but his tutor, allied to another political faction, is determined to discredit and even kill him. Fitz must survive, for he may be destined to save the kingdom. And it says here, what makes her novels addictive is not just their imaginative brilliance, but the way that her characters are compromised and manipulated by politics. Hob is superb. But I've heard really, really good things about this, and that a lot of people really like the character of Fitz. So I have really high hopes for this book. I hope that I do like it. It is, like I say, an adult fantasy. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can like dive into it pretty soon. Fingers crossed that I do like it. And yeah, just hopefully. And I've got here Someday Someday Maybe by Lauren Graham. So I totally did not know that one of the actresses from Gilmore Girls wrote a book. And this was written a few years ago, but this was just sat there waiting in Waterstones. And here we go, Lauren Graham from Gilmore Girls, right there on the back. If you didn't know it too, now you do. So this is about Franny in 1995, has just 6 months left of her 3-year deadline to set for herself when she came to New York, dreaming of Broadway and doing important work. But it was just a show for her efforts as a part in an ad for an ugly Christmas sweaters and a gig at waiting tables at a comedy club. Her roommates, her best friend, Jane and Dan, an aspiring writer, are supportive, but Fanny knows a 2-person fan club doesn't exactly count as success. Everything is wording on the upcoming showcase for her acting class, but she'll have a chance to perform for people who could actually hire her. She can't let herself be distracted by James Franklin, who is a notorious flirt and the most successful actor in her class. Meanwhile, her bank account is dwindling, her father wants a home, and her agent doesn't return her calls. For some reason, she keeps believing that she just might get what she came for. So a book that is about somebody achieving their dream and acting as well. I really like that because I like acting, and yeah, I think it just sounds like it's going to be a really good book as well. And it's got really, really good reviews when I was looking it up on Goodreads and Amazon. So yeah, I'm happy that I have this now, and hopefully it'll be great to give this a try one day soon. And then from Waterstones, I picked up Not Here to Be Liked by Michelle Quach, and yes, it says here, falling in love wasn't part of the plan. It will leave a mark on your heart and intoxicating. So it says here, Eliza Kwan fully expects to be voted the next editor-in-chief of her school paper. She works really hard. She respects the fact that she has the most experience. And Len is an injured star baseball player who seems to have joined the paper just to have something to do. Naturally, the staff picks Len to be the next leader, because while they may respect Eliza, they don't particularly like her. But Eliza is not here to be liked, she is here to win. But someone does like Eliza a lot. But it's a shame it's the boy standing in the way of her becoming an editor-in-chief. Feisty, funny and fierce. Beth Garrett as well. So it's like a competitive book, and I'm guessing they end up liking each other, so I really like the sound of that, and I hopefully will enjoy it. And then I got here The Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher. This is the first book that's in the Christmasaurus series. I've always been wanting to read this. I wanted the hardback copy of it though, so I had to go to eBay to get it, and I managed to get it just for a few pounds, so I'm really happy that I got this now. Tom Fletcher is the band member of McFly, which is one of my favourite bands. Let's be real, it is my favourite band, and he's written these books. So the third book has just recently come out, and I am told that there's like disability wrap in it, as in the little boy that's in this is in a wheelchair, so I really like that. And the Christmasaurus, I do actually have a cuddly toy of the Christmasaurus up on my bookshelf because I love like dragons and dinosaurs and stuff, but this thing reminded me of a cross between a dragon and a dinosaur, so, and plus it's blue, so But yeah, this is literally about Christmasaurus. Forget everything you thought you knew about the North Pole, pop a crumpet in the toaster and get ready to meet a boy called William Trundle and his dad Bob Trundle, Santa Claus, and an elf named Snozzle Trump, Brenda Payne, the meanest girl in school, a nasty piece of work called the Hunter, and the most unusual dinosaur. I just think it's going to be really, really cute, and there's illustrations throughout this book, and I just can't wait, and I'm hoping I'm really going to enjoy it so that I can get the sequel eventually when I have money. And yeah, fingers crossed that I do enjoy it, but this will be one that I'll be reading in December for sure. Okay, now on to some Illumicrate and Fairy books. So the first one that I've got here is the most recent Illumicrate, and this is from the Afterlight. I've got my first Afterlight box this month, and that's only going to be going around I think 4 times a year, I want to say. So it's like the Illumicrate's new adult books. So yeah, there we go. All the Feels by Olivia Jade is the month of November. Much made in Hollywood. And there's a little wording inside from the author that says, if you ever live out the only one bed trope in real life, may it bring you just as much delight as it does with Alex Olivia Jade. So yeah, really happy to have this, and it has lovely coloured edges on it. And it says here that this is Catch a Falling Star. Alexander Woodrow has it all, charm and wealth, a starring role in the biggest show on TV, but the showrunners have wrecked his career, he's hounded by old demons, and his future remains uncertain. When all that reckless emotion explodes into a bar fight, the tabloids and public agree his star is falling. And then enter Lauren, the former ER therapist hired to keep him in line. Compared to her previous work, watching over a handsome but impulsive actor shouldn't be especially difficult, but the more time she spends with him, the harder it is to hold on to her professionalism and especially her heart. When another scandal lands him in major hot water and it costs Lauren her job, Alex becomes determined to keep his impossibly stubborn and extremely endearing minder in his life any way that he can, and on a road trip up the California coast together, he intends to show exactly what a falling star would do to catch the woman that he loves. It sounds really cute. So yeah, an actor and a therapist, I want to say, like fall in love. I don't know, it just sounds really cute, and yeah, I hope that I really enjoy this one. And I have here Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. The Hunt Begins. I've heard really good things about this one. So it says here, Coffee is a beast killer at the La Cosa's infamous night zoo, caring for fearsome creatures to pay off their family debts, until she mistakenly unleashes a wild and mysterious power that sends the night zoo up in flames. Econ is destined to become an elite warrior like his father and brother before him, until the fire at the night zoo throws Destiny into disaster and he is cast out forever. They are thrown together, and they have only one choice. They must enter the terrifying greater jungle and capture the Shitani, a legendary monster that has plagued La Cosa for a century. Magic has returned to La Cosa and the hunt has begun. It's a fantasy adventure for fans of An Ember in the Ashes, Shadow and Bone, and the Gilded Ones. But it sounds really good about these two people that team together and they have to go and capture this monster together. But I believe people that have read it so far have said really good things, so fingers crossed. Also, I forgot to say, Beast of Prey is also signed by the author. Also in a bookish description box was After Love by Tanya Byrne. Not Even Death Will Tear Them Apart. So this one was actually on my wish list, and then it came in a book box, so I was like, brilliant, this is great. So it's got lovely pink edges here, and it is also signed by the author as well, which is great. So it says here, car headlights, the last thing Ash hears is a snap of breaking glass as the windscreen hits her and shatters into a million pieces like stars, but she made it and she's still here, or is she? This New Year's Eve, Ash gets an invitation from the afterlife that she can't decline to join a clan of fierce girl reapers to take the souls of the city's dead to await their fate, but Ash can't forget her first love Poppy, and she'll do anything to see her again, even if it means that they only get a few more days together, dead or alive. It sounds interesting. I like the sound of this like girl reaper part of it, and yeah, and also LGBT. Then I've got here Jade Firegold by June C.L. Chan. This is another recent book-ish unboxing as well. Her destiny, his revenge. Dun, dun, dun. So look at this, a lovely dagger along the side. Brilliant. So it says here, in an empire on the brink of war, Arn is no one with no past and no family. Alton is a lost heir whose future stolen away as a child. When they meet, Alton sees in Arn a path to reclaiming the throne. Arn sees a way to finally unlock her past and understand her lethal magical abilities, but they may have to repay a far deadlier price than either they could have imagined. Girls of Paper and Fire meets A Song of Race and Ruin in June at Seattle Town's stunning debut, where ferocious action, shadow intrigue, rich magic, and a captivating snowbound romance collide, beautifully rendered. So yeah, this has a signature as well inside this book, which is another great asset to have, which is right there. It's quite diddy and small, but yeah. So I really love the cover to this, and I just, you know, again, love all of this and the fact that it's this lovely kind of like pinky colour. But yeah, hoping that I do enjoy this one. This one I'm really excited for. This is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, again in another bookish box, but look at the gorgeous edges of this one right here. So it says here, never make a deal with fate. For as long as she can remember, Evangeline Fox has believed in happily ever after until she learns that the love of her life is about to marry another and her dreams are shattered. Desperate to stop the wedding and heal her wounded heart, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses to be given at the time and place of his choosing. But after Evangeline's first promised kiss, she learns that bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game, and the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than she pledged. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in a greatly happy after or the most exquisite tragedy. It casts a spell that you won't soon want to be broken and is loaded with magic, steamy snowbounding rumours, and I couldn't put it down. Those were the reviews from that. And there's these beautiful little inside pages right there, like, so good. And also look at that. Definitely one of the prettiest books. And look at this, just so gorgeous. I'll just show you the other side here. Look at that, that is so pretty. I really like that so much. So I'm really excited about this one, and hopefully I can get around to reading it very soon. Then we have here Defy the Night by Bridget Camera. This is one of my highly anticipated books of the year. It's Bridget Camera, one of my favourite authors, and I still haven't got around to reading it, but there's a quote on the front here by Cassandra Clare, who's also another one of my favourite authors, saying it's a kinetic tale of tension between duty, love and trust. Oh, just so many excitement of this. But yeah, lovely in purple, and also this is signed as well, so I'm really happy to have a lovely signed edition from one of my favourite authors, and doodle on the back too, which is like gorgeous, so super gorgeous. So it says here, a spark of rebellion is all it takes to defy the night. The kingdom of Kandala is on the brink of disaster. Rifts between sectors have only worsened since the sickness began ravaging the land, and the only known cure is an elixir made from the moonflower petal, which is severely limited. And within the royal palace, the king holds a tenuous peace with the ruthless hand. Out in the wilds, apothecary apprentice Tessa is tired of seeing her neighbours suffering, ignored by the unyielding royals. Overnight, she and her best friend wears the risk of their lives to steal the moonflower petals and distribute the elixir to those who need it the most, but it's still not enough. And as rumours spread that the cure no longer works and the sparks of rebellion begin to flare, a particularly cruel act from the king's justice makes Tessa desperate enough to try the impossible, which is sneaking into the palace. What she finds on the inside makes her wonder if it's possible to fix Kandala without destroying it first. It sounds really kind of like Robin Hoodish, like with the stealing from the rich to give to the poor kind of vibe from it. So I really kind of like the sound of that, and yeah, I'm super excited about this. Plus Bridget Camera is just amazing with her writing and her stories, so I have really high hopes for this, and I cannot wait to get around to reading it. Then I've got here These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan, again from another bookish box. There's the edges there for you, and just show you, yes, beautiful on the back here and on the front of this book here, so good, and signed right there. So it says here, go to the Sealy Court, find the Queen's secret portal to enter the most dangerous place in Fairy, and find my sister, rescue her from a power-hungry king. Bree would do anything before making a deal with the Fae. Death is preferable to this vicious scheme. When her sister is taken by the sadistic king of the Unseelie Court, there's nothing that they wouldn't do to get her back, including making a deal with the king himself to steal 3 magical relics from the rival Seelie Court. Gaining unfettered access to the Seelie Court is easier said than done though. Bree's only choice is to pose as a potential bride for the prince. The Seelie prince, who is not quite as wicked as she once thought, and unwilling to let her heart distract her, she accepts help from a band of Unseelie misfits with their own secret agenda. But as Bree spends time with their mysterious leader, Finn, she finds herself struggling to resist his seductive charm. Caught between 2 dangerous courts, Bree must decide who to trust with her loyalty and with her heart. Oh my gosh, she's caught in between 2 guys there. Oh. Little triangle going on there. A heart is a dangerous thing to steal. It sounds really good though. I like books about fairies, so I've really high hopes for this one. And the final book that I have to share with you in this haul, sorry it's so long and it's absolutely massive. This is one of my highly anticipated books as well. This is Empire of the Vampire by Jade, another bookish box here with these beautiful edges. I wonder how much this is selling on eBay. Like, I literally just got it in a bookish box, and yeah, signed by the author right there. I'm hoping I really enjoy this book actually, but I'm told it can be like quite political here and there, but it's huge. This book is absolutely massive. Like, I've no idea how long it's going to take me to read. So it says here, it has been 27 long years since the last sunrise. For nearly 3 decades, vampires have waged war against humanity, building their eternal empire even as they tear ours down. Now a few tiny sparks of light endure in a sea of darkness. Gabriel de Leon, half man, half monster, and last remaining a Silver Saint, a sword brother of the Holy Silver Order dedicated to defending the realm from the creatures of the night, is all that stands between the world and its end. Imprisoned by the very monsters he vowed to destroy, the last Silver Saint is forced to tell his story, a story of legendary battles, of forbidden love, of faith lost and friendships won, and of wars of the blood, and the forever king and the quest for humanity's last remaining hope, the Holy Grail. So yeah, and look at this gorgeous, gorgeous font here. Like, so pretty. And I'll just show you the back as well, because there is some writing on the back of this. So right here, if I just flip it over, all shall kneel is what it says there. So I really am excited to give this a read. From Holy Cup comes Holy Light, the faithful hand sets world aright, and in the 7 martyrs' sight, mere man shall end this endless night. But I've heard really good things about this book, so I don't know what I'm going to think, and it's huge. I'm really hoping that I do enjoy it though, because I've been highly anticipating it, and I love books with vampires in. So fingers crossed that I do enjoy it. But yeah, I don't really know like how it's going to go. So there you have it guys. Those are the most recent books I've got. I just wanted to haul them properly for you guys in one big video, because it's been like all over the place, but I've only just like updated my reading list, and like I say, they are mostly from Fairy and Illumicrate, so I get those bookish descriptions every month. I've got books from free boxes, I've got books that Will's bought, and I've got from vouchers, so I actually haven't spent a lot on some of these books, to be honest, because one, I am poor, I am renting on my own, and it does prove to be quite difficult at times. I've literally just put in a request to cancel like 3 direct debits, so I'm hoping they get approved, and at least I can save another like £50 or so. That will help me with Christmas because it's going to be tight this year, definitely. But hey, there's nothing to worry about, don't worry. I just thought, I just hope you guys would enjoy this sort of video. So you see the latest books I've got. Let me know if you've got any of these books down below, or if you've read any of them and your thoughts on them, and so on and so forth, because I always like to know your thoughts and everything. But yeah, let me know down below, and that's all really. So anyway, I'm gonna head off now. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you had, and if you're new to my channel and you would like to see more of my videos, I am just pretty much kind of starting off doing videos again, so give me some video ideas down below as well. And keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. All of my social media links are linked down below if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. I'm very active on my Twitter, and yeah, I will see you guys hopefully soon. But that's it for me, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!